Hey everybody, so today I got a range review for you with one of my all-time favorite guns. I've had this for about a year now. When I got my restricted license a year ago, this was the first gun on my list of guns to buy. I play a lot of video games, watch a lot of movies, and this gun is the gun that all the badasses use. It is the Desert Eagle 50 caliber Action Express Mark XIX, which is the newest version. The newer one has the rail on top, so you can put a sight on it or whatever you want to put on it. And the great thing about the newer version is it has really easy interchangeable barrels, which I took advantage of right away. This here barrel that's in it is the 50 Action Express, but I also have the 44 Magnum, just because the 50 AE is a little more expensive, harder to find. And the 44 Magnums, you know, you can pick that up anywhere. So the gun itself has been an awesome gun. The gun is a gas operated gun. That's why you can switch from the 44 Magnum to the 50 AE, because it's not dependent on the blast from the type of caliber you're using. It just releases a certain amount of gas and recycles, and that way it's not so hard on the gun. The really cool thing about the gun, I'll get in close so you can hear it, it makes a sound that I've never heard with any other gun. And when it, let me take the magazine out, it just has this like heavy duty, I've never heard that with any other gun. I just love the sound of it. It's such a cool gun. And you want to talk about heavy, like this thing weighs, it's got to weigh at least 4 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds. It is heavy in the hands. Not something you want to hold out and be shooting all day, right? It's a novelty gun. It's not something you're going to use for target shooting. I can't see anybody carrying it as a sidearm. Maybe some people will, just because you look like a badass. But realistically, it's just something you bring to the range, show off to your friends, and we shoot the 50 AE and go, wow, that's the most powerful semi-automatic handgun in the world. So I love it, used it lots, and I would totally recommend this to anybody. Israeli made. I think there's a difference in the safety, whether it's Israeli made or American made. This one has kind of a sharper edge, and the American one that's made in Minnesota or something, I think. This one has both markings on it, but it actually says made in Israel, and it also has that safety feature on it there. So I believe this is an Israeli one. As far as I know, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think the safety is one of the ways you can tell whether it's American or actually Israeli. So anyways, I'm going to do some shooting with it, and you guys can see it work. And if you ever get a chance to pick up one of these, I recommend doing it. You can get a couple different barrels. You can get it in a 357 Magnum, a 44 Magnum, or a 50 AE. And if you want to just get the 50 AE with the 44, you can just swap out the barrels and the magazine like nothing, and it's a great way to have two calibers in one firearm. So the ammo I got today is the only ammo I've ever had in the 50 cal version. This is the Hornady 50 AE. It's a 300 grain, and it's a jacketed hollow point. These are some pretty crazy friggin' handgun rounds, I gotta say. I know there's bigger ones out there like the 500 Smith & Wesson and stuff, but for a semi-automatic pistol, that is a big round. So anyways, I haven't had any trouble with this. There's not a lot of different factory 50 AE rounds out there. I know IWI makes their own, but this Hornady stuff, it's been great. I'm down to my last box. I got 20 left, so I guess I've gone through 80. So I'm gonna go through my last 20 today. I'll film them, and you can see how much fun this gun is. So I got some steel targets. Just got 5 rounds. The magazine does hold up to 7 of the 50 AEs, but I only got 20 shots, so I'm just going to do 4 magazines with 5 rounds. And let's see if I can go for 5 for 5 on this one. Make sure I got my gun in the frame here. Get some good shots here. 3 for 5. First time having it out since last spring. I forgot the gun does, because it has so much power, it does tend to shoot a little high, just because I think the recoil from the gun throws it up before the lead ever comes out the end of the gun. So I hit the same spot twice on the first 2 rounds, and then once I moved down a little bit, no problems. 1, 2, 3, picking those off. So I'll set them back up, see if I can get 5 for 5 on the second time around, now that I remember where it shoots. You want one of these, trust me. All right. Four for 5. Well, I guess you can't be perfect on camera every time, right? I'm not, I only brought 20 rounds, so I can't reshoot this a bunch of times and show that I'm an amazing shot, go 5 for 5, but I'm happy with 4 for 5. 3 for 5, 4 for 5 second time. Still got 10 rounds left. I think I'm gonna put up a target and zoom the camera in on the target, and let's see what kind of a group I can get. You know, just a 20-yard 5-round shot. So we'll put that up next. Low. Well, the first one was low. I was aiming low, just trying to compensate for the recoil. But then I moved. I'll just show you over here. Then I moved for the last 4 shots. I was aiming about here, and maybe it's just the way I pull the trigger. But anyways, pretty good grouping there on the last 4. This was the first one, and I was aiming like right there. So that was close, and then once I was a little off center, just a little low of center, there you go, 50 caliber, 20 yards. People say you can't hit anything with them. That's pretty good. Nice. If you take care of it, if you shoot it the right way, it'll work for you. It's accurate, it's fun, it's impressive. You want to really show someone a cool gun at the range, you bring out this 50 AE, show them how big those rounds are, and let them fire off a few, even though they're a couple dollars a shot. You really want to impress someone, get this gun and show them. Desert Eagle, 50 caliber, Mark XIX, great gun. Buy it.